Hand-holding in a video game is kinda getting to the point where you don't even feel like you're playing a video game anymore. The fact that devs these days are making video games where you are expected to play those video games exactly like how the devs intended makes a video game feel like you're watching a story unfold without you interacting with it. Some games can mask out their restrictiveness by adding a skill tree or a level up system, just so you can feel a sense of progression. But let's be honest here, your playthrough is going to be the exact same as everybody's playthrough. Everybody will pick the same skills that you picked, and everybody will walk the same path that you took, and everybody will be in the same area that you've been. And yeah, I am talking about Horizon and God of War, one game where you play as a schizo girl that doesn't stop talking to herself.
Their place. Of course they'd make their base on their own private island. Hold on, Beta.
And another one where you have a kid that doesn't stop telling you what you need to do. Remember how old video games threw you in with one single objective and let you mess around? No? Well, you're not at fault. I mean, most old video games are kinda getting unplayable due to today's standards. I tried playing the first Doom and I was kinda getting dizzy due to how the game controlled and felt. But that's okay. Sometimes devs do want to make a remake that captures the feeling of mess around and find out moment. Most of them will fail, but there are a few times where devs succeeds. And when they do, a game like System Shock Remake are born. System Shock is an old game, actually a very old game. Developed by Looking Glass Studio back in 1994, System Shock is considered to be one of the first immersive sims ever made. And if you guys don't know what an immersive sim is, well, it's a buzzword these days, thrown in by multiple game devs, so you as a consumer look at the immersive part and hopefully forget about the sim part of the immersive sim. No, but in reality, immersive sim is a genre of video games that expects the player to tackle objectives by problem solving, thinking outside the box, and using that bit of imagination to progress. And guess what? That's also a lie, cause immersive sim is a genre of video games that doesn't care if you want to use the most OP item in said video game to progress. It doesn't care that you skipped 5 levels cause you saw a code in a video on YouTube. All it cares about is you beating the game, however you like. And that's what I like about this genre. No hand holding, no bullshit 20-minute unskippable cutscenes. Matter of fact, you're going to wish that there is a cutscene that explains what you need to do. And System Shock is exactly like that. Fast forward 29 years later, developers Night Dive Studio decided to release a remake that is basically a carbon copy of the original material, but made even better. And dare I say, it's a masterpiece? Well, kinda. You're a hacker, and as hackers do, you look out a window, take a shower, wash your face, and use the toilet. And you start hacking, trying to steal a military-grade implant, and as you're doing that, a ship lands next to your door, and a bunch of armed men invade your house. You give them the middle finger, and they don't like that, so they knock you out and capture you. You wake up not knowing where you are. One random guy slaps you for good measure, and another guy named Edward Diego offers you a deal. Remove the ethical restraint of this ultra-advanced AI called Shodan, and he will give you the implant you were trying to get. And hell, he'll also throws in a nice 2cm apartment in New York. Now that's a great deal. You do as you were told and they knock you out again, just for extra safety. You wake up 6 months later in a medical bed. You grab a map, a metal pipe, and that's it. No, really, that's it. Now go have fun. This intro tells you jack shit. It doesn't tell you who's the antagonist. It doesn't tell you what you need to do. It only explains why you're in the Citadel station in the first place. And that's great, because in the first 5 minutes of you exploring, you will come across multiple paths. And if you explore those paths, the game will reward you with new weapons, healing items, and also audio logs. Now hear me out, if you're ever thinking of playing this game, listen to every audio log you find. These audio logs are your objectives. Some of them contain lore about certain characters, some of them contain a code for a storage area, and some of them contain crucial information to progressing and beating this game. Like for example, when it's your first time playing this game, you will hear this sound a lot. And that sound is the camera beeping when it spots you. Now if you never find this audio log telling you to destroy the cameras in order for enemies to stop spawning, you will never think of destroying them. But let's backtrack for a bit. Remember that super advanced AI? Yeah, that AI who you tampered with? Well, it looks like that AI has become fully sentient and now she thinks she's a god. She killed everybody in the station and turned them all into mutants and cyborgs, and in order to stop her, you need to destroy these CPU nodes. Now these CPU nodes are in every floor you visit. Destroy them and a random number will appear on the screen. Now make sure to write this number down because this number is crucial to beating this game. And the reason why I knew that is because there is an audio log in one of the last levels of the game telling you that you need these numbers in order to beat this game. Now the thing that I like most about this game is that it doesn't expect you to understand its mechanics from the start, but it also doesn't underestimate you like games these days do. They give you the means to beat the game from the start of the game. And if you think you're ready, then go for it. It doesn't stop you or is too scared that you will miss one of the most OP weapons in this game because you got lost in this shitty maze layout of a fucking level. Speaking about weapons, this game has so many weapons. Some of those weapons kill, some still kill but not efficiently, and some are the rapier from Dark Souls 2. No, literally, there is a laser rapier that makes every enemy encounter as trivial as possible, game breaking even. Now all these weapons have their own ammo types and every weapon is effective for a specific enemy. Like the mutant for example can be easily killed with just a normal pistol, and cyborgs can be easily killed with an EMP weapon, and that's so good because every weapon plays a role in this game. Now dying in this game means instant game over. You get this little creepy cutscene and you have to load back to your last save. That's if you don't turn off the cyborg conversion unit off. If you do turn it off, you will be able to respawn with some of your health back and you won't lose anything. Alright now, I've talked about the gameplay, talked about the story, talked about the guns. What else? Oh yeah. Level design. System Shock level design is ruthless. Every level in this game is like a maze. In order to find a certain thing you're looking for, you will need to visit every nook and cranny in the level you're in. And that's without counting the hidden walls and secret rooms. But honestly, once you figure out the map on a level, you will easily have more fun exploring and unlocking shortcuts. So yeah. System Shock Remake is great. Hell, it's amazing. Night Dive Studios did an amazing job remaking this timeless classic. The classic that spawned one of the best genres in video game history. A genre that gave me my favorite game of all time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed it, drop me a like. If you didn't, please comment down below on how I should improve. I toggled the member subscription thingy on, so if you have spare money, why not? And as always, is this game better or worse than Sonic CD? Well, it's worse than Sonic CD. Fuck you guys, bye bye.
Probably gonna hit that don't save changes again. Used to write a song a day. It's just that lately my perfection's in the way of me, and I can't make no changes to save me. Wish I could write more and care less. Wish I could write more and care less.